Hi everyone, Kayla here at Setting the Soul Free. I just wanted to do one of these first videos here to kind of talk about the light because you're going to be hearing that in probably almost every video. Most of you who are watching this, if you're interested in our spiritual side, then you already know what that means, or some of you may not. A lot of people hear the light and they think very religious, the Bible, or culty. I'm not even sure. I've heard a lot of crazy things when people are like, "What does that mean?" So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit with you guys. The light, it's very simple. It has nothing to, I mean, some religions may use that in their phrasing, but what I'm talking about has nothing to do with religion, actually. Nothing on this page is really drilling into one religion. I will discuss different religions, but I'm not preaching a religion to anyone, and this has nothing to do with the Bible or anything like that. So the light that I'm going to be talking about and referring to in all of these videos is actually your inner light. It is also known as the key to happiness, your soul, your spirit, what makes you happy. So that little tiny you inside this vessel. When I say vessel, that's going to be me referring to our human bodies here, because you're going to hear that a lot as well. So the inner light is in our vessels, and most people's are just barely hanging on, barely blinking. And we really need to do everything we can to make everyone's light shining as bright as it can. Excuse me. So I want to go into a little bit of topics, ways that people are like, what? I have a light. What does that mean? What do I do? How do I get it shine? Again, I've heard lots of questions. So really, it's fairly simple. Just be good, be kind, help spread love, compassion. And that doesn't just mean, oh, someone's hurt, I'm going to help them, or, this person's really down and I'm going to cheer them up. Those are all great things. But truly shining your light means that you pass no judgment onto others. So let's say somebody hurt you in the past, but then you see them needing help, you're still going to help them. Now, it doesn't mean to let anyone walk all over you, but it does mean that you don't pass judgment onto anyone, whether it be religion, discrimination, that the whole entire government is trying to drill into all of us, discriminate, segregate, hate. You pretty much stay away from all of that. So anything the government is drilling into you is okay and it's how the world is. We're trying to do the opposite of that. So this is about bringing everyone together, whether you believe in Jesus, Buddha, Allah, the gods and goddesses of the Hindu religions. Doesn't matter what you believe. Jehovah's Witness, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I actually like hearing about other people's religions because it's interesting to me. Whether I agree or not, it doesn't matter. The universe is my religion, but I love hearing about all of them because bottom line is we're all worshiping energy, and that's what the world is about. So letting your light shine is really just as simple as being kind. You need to get over the 7 deadly sins, which is what us humans here on earth are destined to be taken over by, and a lot of us do. I've been taken over by many of them. But to fully awaken and to fully let your light shine as bright as it can, you need to have overcome these, and not just these main 7 deadly sins, but then there's many more. You need to overcome the human emotion of fear. Fear is the number one thing that controls us. Fear is the number one thing that puts out our light. That's why the government is always drilling, the shooting happened here or this, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. They want us to be in fear. Because when we're in fear, one, we're not thinking, we're not planning, we're hiding, we're retreating. And we're not coming together, we're not standing together, no, because we're afraid. We're afraid to talk about it, we're afraid of what's going to happen. I'm just throwing different situations out there, but that's what they do. They instill fear in us. They instill hate in us because, you have a different color skin than me. Why would I like you? Or you think you're more entitled than me because of the color of skin you have. These are just none of my views, again, but different scenarios that everyone plays out, and the government feeds upon these. And if you notice, you see certain videos and you see certain topics because this is what they want. They want us to be afraid. And then that's just the overall fear. Then there's the fear of your human self, anxiety. Am I going to be popular enough? Should I have done that? Did I do a good job on this work project? Oh my gosh, am I going to get a good grade on my test? Just these little tiny things of fear, people don't realize. Just the little things of doubt, the little things of fear, they add up. And any little fear you're putting out, oh, let's say you have a huge test coming up and you're thinking about this test and all you're worried. That's all you're doing is worrying. And I know I didn't study enough and I know I'm not going to do good. Those are little negatives. And every thought that you have is putting out an energy wave. It's putting out a vibration. You need to be putting out positive vibrations so that you can build up, because those negative vibrations, they're going down. Every little comment that you put out, whether you think it, speak it, say it to someone else, it doesn't matter. You're putting that thought, you're putting that energy, that vibration, that frequency into the air, into our atmosphere, into this world, and it's going to come back to you. Positive thinking brings positive outcomes, and that's extremely true. It took me many years to realize that, but it really is true. So shining the light is letting go of fear. It's letting go of anxiety. It's overcoming anger. It's I get frustrated sometimes. We're humans. That's our job right now, and we're going to get frustrated. It's okay to be frustrated. It happens. It's that you overcome that quickly and it doesn't arise to anger. It doesn't arise to screaming. It doesn't arise to fits. I'll share about that in another video, but a lot of people may say I'm not the best person to be doing this or confused why I'm doing this, but I've had quite the awakening. So I, out of anyone, am actually one of the best people to be talking about this because I have lived a life of evil. I've lived a life of fear, anxiety. I've lived a life of where I've hurt others because of how hurt I was inside, or just because I didn't care, to be totally honest, because at that point I didn't have the mindset to care. I didn't see the good in the world, and why try to be good when there's barely any? But that's not the case, and I have been quite awoken in the past year, especially the past 6 months. And these are the things that you need to overcome if you truly want to live happy. There is things that happen, and I see how I react now, and it's a simple shrug of the shoulders. Whereas if that situation had happened a few years ago, it would have been catastrophic. I would have been complaining about it all day. It would have been terrible. It would have ruined my entire day if something like that happened. You know, the things still happen. I still lose my car keys. I just lost them. I lost my cell phone actually last night for like 45 minutes. I couldn't find my phone anywhere. Then I finally found it. But that's just something that would have me all riled up before, so flustered and frustrated as I can't find this. Where is it? Tearing things apart. No, I kind of just gave up looking and then was like, oh, I'll find it sooner or later. And I did, because you will. But it's just about not letting the little darkness matters that are in this world, the little negative things that affect your life, truly affect you. Let them hit you and then let them bounce right off. Or let them hit you and let them pass right on over. Don't let them hit you and come inside. Don't absorb that negative energy, no matter if it's around you or not. And get away from it. If you're in a relationship that's negative, and I'm not just talking significant other, friend, family, it doesn't matter. And I know everyone says, family is blood, but it's family is who you make it, number one, because my family is quite large and it extends far past my bloodline. But it doesn't matter if that person is your blood. If someone is negatively affecting you in your life and preventing you from letting your light shine and feeling like you're trapped and having darkness surrounding you, then you need to get rid of that person, or you need to distance yourself to a healthy boundary to where you can live your own life. But the main thing that everyone needs to be doing is focusing on the good. Wake up in the morning and say something that you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be big. It can be as simple as, I'm thankful that I had a hot cup of coffee today. Or I'm thankful that I was able to open my eyes. Or I'm thankful that there was gas in my car. It can literally be anything. It's just the fact that you're taking time to look around your environment or within yourself and see that you are thankful. Because every day there's millions of things to be thankful for. So one thing every day that you're thankful for. And then the next really good thing to start doing is at least when you're out in public, if you're on social media, that's another good place to do it too if you're at home, but do something at least one day that is good for someone else. It can be family, it can be friends, it can be a stranger, a child, a pet, whatever. Just do something that is good for someone else. And these can be little things like holding the door or paying for someone's coffee in line. You see someone drops their papers, bend down to help it pick it up. Or, if you have extra finances, buy someone's groceries. Or, if you see someone's looking lonely, just sit down and talk to them for a second. It literally takes 2 seconds. Or just smile. You would be amazed at the social experiments that take place when someone walks in with this look on their face and walks up to the counter or just walks past people in the store versus someone who walks in like this. It's the simple little things that will literally change other people's day and then therefore will in turn change your day. So, if you have any more questions about letting your light shine, there'll be plenty more videos coming. This is just a little intro. But again, let your light shine, be kind, spread goodness in the world, cut those negative ties, and start writing every morning one thing that you're thankful for. And every day, try to help at least one person. Another good thing that my daughter does, she's 7, and she actually came up with this all on her own. She likes complimenting people because I think she just likes seeing them smile because they're strangers. So it's not like she gets anything or anything from it. She literally just loves seeing them smile. But she loves to compliment people when we're out in public. And the other day we were out for dinner and I said, "All right, we're ready to go." And she said, "No, I'm not ready to go yet." And I was like, "Well, why?" And she's like, "Because I have to compliment one more person." And I was kind of laughing. I was like, "Oh, did you set a goal before we came in here?" And she said, "Yes, I did." And I said, "Okay, well, what was your goal?" She said, "I had to compliment or I had to try to compliment 2 people." Now, I told her that I love it. Compliment everyone, that's great, but only compliment someone if you truly mean it. So she's careful what she says, and sometimes the compliments are strange. When we were in Chicago, she said, "Hey, I like your dog. Hey, I love your accent." It just changes, but that's a really fun thing to do. And she's 7 years old and came up with that on her own. Now imagine if even half of the population just went around complimenting a few people a day. The positivity, the brightness, the energy that that would bring. So maybe that's something to try too, just once a week or every day or whatever. Just try it once for a social experiment. Sometimes people respond awkwardly to comments. Sometimes they're kind of like, okay, especially when she's just a kid. They're like, but most of the time, 98% of the time, it's smiles and happiness. And then that person is going to walk away thinking, wow, like, I feel really good about myself. And maybe they're going to go compliment someone else. Or even if they don't pay that compliment forward, they're still walking around having a great day. You literally have no idea what someone's going through. And even if they're already having a great day, a compliment's only going to make it greater. So, really, try and shine your light. If you guys would subscribe and like this video, if you like what we're doing here, check us out on Instagram if you want to see more stories and a little bit more detailed. I'll only be on here as much as I can a week because I have a lot going on there. Um, Excuse me, but check us out and please comment below if you have anything that you're thankful for or if you just try it for 5 days. 5 days is when you really build a habit. So just comment below if you tried the thankful writing experience or if you start the compliment challenge, we'll call it, that Emma started. But comment below. I really love to hear your ideas. Like, this isn't just getting on here for followers or any of that nonsense. This is literally on here to open up the world, let everyone communicate together, really bring people together that have the same mindset and really just want to change the world and make it a better place because I'm going to be honest, it's kind of a shithole right now, and I'd really like to see it improve, and it needs to. So please drop your comments below on any kindness that you're doing this week or any kindness that has happened to you because I love to hear it, and it's always great to share those stories with everyone. And you guys have a great night. Bye.